What is up guys, Genesis7 here, bringing you another WWE mobile game. This is WWE Universe, made by Glue Mobile, and they are known for making a hell of a lot of games. They've made so many games, there is not enough time to list them all, but here is their latest release, WWE Universe. And the question that you guys are going to be asking in the comment section below is going to be, where can I get this game? I can't see it on my Play Store, my iTunes Store. Where can I get it from? It is currently in soft launch, and what soft launch is where they kind of launch it into the smaller countries to see how it rolls, see how it performs. And then they go from there and it gets released in more countries, but you can pick it up on the New Zealand iTunes Store. That is the only place you can get it currently. You'll be able to find on Google or on YouTube how to make an account, so go do that, go download it, because this is a pretty good game. I'm not going to do the usual kind of go through the game and you know, do the tutorials and stuff. I've been playing for a while. You can see in the top left corner I am level 12. We're just going to go through the menu and kind of see what this game is about. So we're going to start off on the play screen. This is going to be the screen you're going to be seeing more than often than anything else. So we have to play. If we go on that, it takes you to your story mode. All these things, you got Raw, SmackDown Live and Open Class. These are all story based things, and we're going to go into the Raw story in just a minute to see how that story plays out. And when I say story, it's kind of like superstar icons with text, but some of it's quite funny. But it's nice, it's just kind of like a purpose, a kind of like a go-to kind of aim to. It's just nice to have a bit of a backstory. I don't know how else to describe it. But we'll look into that a bit more in detail in a minute when we look at the gameplay. But we have daily events. Like most mobile games, they have daily events where you can pick up XP, cash and items to level up your skills and stuff like that. We have special events. There's none on at the moment, but I assume this is going to be to get exclusive superstars, exclusive items and other things along those lines. We have battles, which is kind of like your kind of rank mode, where you'll do certain battles, gain points and become in a certain rank and get the rewards when that kind of competition is over. As you can see, it's a weekend competition. There's one, in really small text, there's 1 day, 6 hours, 53 minutes to go in this one. But unfortunately I've not got enough superstars to kind of go through with it at the moment, but we do have I don't know, like a draft. I'm going to call it a draft opening, or a draft opening, we'll go with that, where we're going to draft some new superstars. And talking about new superstars, we're going to go over to the roster next. If you click on superstars, you'll have the list of superstars that you have. At the moment I've got Cesaro, Xavier Woods, Alicia Fox, Goldust and Tamina. Xavier and Tamina being SmackDown and the rest being Raw. The reason there's different rosters is because you can only use those superstars for their respectable stories. So SmackDown superstars for SmackDown, Raw superstars for Raw, and then you've got like the purple ones that you use for the Open Class, which I assume are people that are not like to a specific brand at the moment. So you've got like Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Razor Ramon, Kane, I don't know why Kane's on there, but Triple H and stuff like that. So also you have my champions. Eventually in the story mode you'll be going for championships, and it will say which one of your superstars has what championship, which is awesome. Like I say, I've not really looked at it in detail at the moment, but we will see in the future what this will bring, but it looks very interesting. We have draft superstars, and this is what I was referring to just a minute ago, where you can spend the various currencies, and there are many currencies in the game, where you can draft superstars, where you get tokens or full superstars. So we're going to go to the bronze draft, and you can see all the superstars that we can get from this. So we have a chance to draft superstars or gear, and there's some of the gear at the bottom. So we're going to do it. We'll probably get a piece of gear. We got some purple tape, and if we go over to our superstars, one thing about this game is that there is adverts. I'm going to assume that when you make an in-game purchase that you are going to be able to cancel out the adverts. So that's what I'm hoping anyway. So we'll get rid of that. Just make sure we're still recording. Yeah, we're all good. Another advert. So unfortunately, because I got this from the New Zealand store, I can't make any purchases because I'm here in the UK. But as soon as it has a global release, I'm going to purchase something and hopefully get rid of the adverts, because it can be quite frustrating, but I can understand why free games do this. So as this advert will kind of slowly dissipate right now, come on, get out of my way, man. I'm trying to show these guys how to play the game. We have, let's have a look. Where was I? Low power? No. We were on roster, and we just drafted some purple tape. So if we go back over to the Superstars, usually, we'll use Cesaro as example. You can see that there's gear along the bottom, which we'll collect and we will use to heighten the overall number of the superstar. So that purple tape, for example, there might be a superstar somewhere like Kane, where he might have that tape, and you use it. You spend a little bit of cash to equip it to him, and it'll give him an offensive boost, a defensive boost, like a speed boost, and that will be permanent stats. So if we look at Cesaro as an example, we can see that I've already given him some red wristbands 2 as they're calling it, and it gives me 60 plus 60 offense, which is nice. We have the knee pads, which is 60 defense, and the ones with the magnifying glasses above them I don't have items for just yet. So we get 60 basic damage if we get some of the blue boots. So hopefully that will be something that we can get doing the story mode or something along the lines of. Also, as you can see on we have a star rating. You can go up to 7 stars. You also have like I can't click on it at the moment, but they all have like a superstar type. Most of the WWE mobile games now have superstar types, so one type is weak against the other. When I get the chance, I'll show you that wheel. Also on the right hand side, we kind of have like the skill bonuses. So as you collect items and more cash, you can upgrade stats even more. So the skill being the bar will give us plus 2% resilience, which will probably give us more chance to kind of defend ourselves and stuff like that. So there is what I like about this game is all this kind of like, you can kind of really tailor your superstar to a certain play style. So my Cesaro, I'm just trying to go out for all power at the moment, which is pretty awesome. We also have alliances, so I assume that if you put them in a tag team match together, you have the bar with Sheamus, and you've got the League of Nations with Sheamus and Rusev. Bit of old school there. Too bad Wade Barrett isn't on there. And also the overall stats is all on there, so you can see that at the moment his offense and defense are the same at 546, resilience is a bit lower at 378, and stuff like that. And you also have like a little results screen telling you the stats of that superstar, what you've done so far. So I've had 14 wins with Cesaro, which is nice. So that is the superstars covered to the point where I think we've covered pretty much everything. You probably noticed there's some red dots above Xavier Woods, Alicia, Goldust and Tamina. Essentially what this means is that I can train them to level them up a bit with the experience that I've gained. So there we go, train Xavier, he'll be level 12, his overall has gone up to 320. So that is that covered. What is the next tab that we can look at? If we go over to objectives, since that's glowing up at the moment, we have daily objectives that we can complete to get experience, cash, and the premium currency, which is these gold coins. So we've done that. And also we have achievements, where there is so many different achievements in game that you can pick up to kind of just keep getting cash, experience, and EXP for your superstars. Then we have clubs, which is your kind of like an alliance mode. And you have events. I am part of the club called, where is the club name? It's called Wolfpack Elite, but I can't see where it says at the moment. I've got to thank those guys for letting me in and not kicking me out. If we click anyway, my club, Wolfpack Elite, there you go. You can have 20 members in your club. You can contribute by playing to the club points, but like I said, I have not got enough superstars to fill up all of these slots. I've got all I need now is a male superstar to make a tag team. Hopefully like someone like R-Truth for Goldust, or Cesaro, Sheamus for Cesaro, or even the New Day for, for Xavier Woods. So that is something to look forward to once I get more superstars. That is pretty much everything about clubs at the moment. Again, it works a lot like the ranked play, which is in the battles. You come to a certain rank weekly and you get rewards for it. And we have a little chat box where you can chat with your club or with global people. I don't know, I've not really used it at the moment. We have the shop, obviously we have the cash shop. We have the gold shop where you can spend the currency, and at the end of this video we're going to do a Raw draft and a SmackDown live draft because I have enough Raw and SmackDown tickets to make one, so hopefully we can get a nice superstar. Supplies where you can spend a bit of gold to get certain supplies, and then obviously you have your cash shop where you can spend real cash to get gold. So another advert, we'll get rid of that. I really hope I can make a purchase as soon as possible to get rid of those adverts. So we're going to go straight into the story mode. As you can see, I've completed the first 4 of this chapter. We're about to go into the 5th one. There is WWE music playing in the background of this game, but I'm going to turn it off just so I don't get copyright striked to hell. But there is some awesome themes and some awesome quotes from superstars when they're talking to each other, which really kind of adds to the game. It's nice to hear some WWE themes, and I wish WWE mobile games could do that a little bit more, implement some WWE music, because some of the music and entrance themes are pretty awesome, let's admit. So we're going to play. And here we go, this is the story element to it. So, Kurt Angle, last man standing. Let's make sure they never stop foot on Raw ground again. Let's finish this. Choose a superstar to beat Rusev. So at the moment the storyline is kind of like Raw versus SmackDown. We're going to use Cesaro, and if we click on the Powerhouse, which he is, we have the wheel. We have Powerhouse, we have Charismatic, Cunning, High Flyer, and Specialist. And Specialist is usually replaced with whatever kind of playstyle they have. So if we click Goldust, Goldust is weird, which is pretty funny. But we're going to go for Cesaro because he's got pretty high rating, and I think we can beat Rusev. So we're going to have a look at the gameplay now, and the graphics are pretty impressive, to be fair, for the type of game it is. And what I can compare it to is probably the pinning system of WWE Mania. WWE Mania? WWE Mayhem. Oh man, there's so many mobile games now. WWE Mayhem, the pinning system. So what you can see is we're going to start off now going against Rusev. When it's highlighted blue, they're going to strike a move first, so you want to try and get in the smallest section. Then we have these moves. We're going to use Samoan drop, so we're going to go there, perfect. And then we're going to go boom, we missed it, so Rusev countered. We're going to try and counter Rusev, which we did. And if we click one of the red moves, it will move a little bit faster, but we have a combo bonus to use the headbutt combo, so we're going to try it. It's going to be a little bit faster. We got a perfect. And we got a good, so we still get a bit of combo bonus to do a little bit more damage. We can use the Cesaro swing, and the little dots underneath the number indicates how many times you're going to have to tap. So 2 for the Cesaro swing, 2 perfects. We're going to swing him, look at that amount of damage, minus 36. Going to go for the pin. Are we going to get the 3? No, he kicked out, which is fine. We're going to finish him off with the neutralizer. Let's see if we can get perfect. No, we missed. So he reversed the neutralizer. We're going to reverse this again because I am really well timed with my taps. Let's try the neutralizer. Perfect, perfect. There we go. Finished him off. This is going to definitely be a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Now it might seem easy, but there is some hard superstars. I need you to be very accurate with your tapping and your timing. Like I say, I've not done any of the daily events because it comes in like groups of three rounds, and the 3rd one it's just way too hard. I need to up our rating or get some more superstars. So we win against Rusev, and we'll have a little bit more story. We got, I wonder if Stephanie got the message. We'll see. And there we go. Because we completed all of the chapters of that story, or all the rounds, should I say, of that chapter, we get perfect, which is nice. So we've unlocked autoplay, which means we can go back, and if we need to grind to certain materials that we want to level our superstars up with, we can do. So we leveled up to level 13, and we've got some Dolph Ziggler tokens, which is nice. We've got some knee pads, some gold, SmackDown tokens, some cash, and some EXP, and we've unlocked chapter 3 on Raw. So if we click on the battle begins, as you can see it says 92%. The reason is because we did not get a perfect in the 3rd stage. So we want to go replay through that and try and get perfect, and hopefully we can get some more rewards. But also if we go back on that chapter 2 and click on more mayhem, we can see that we can autoplay for 10 energy. It does have an energy system. So there is a potential we can get some more Dolph Ziggler tokens. So we could grind that out till the daily limit. We've got enough. Let's see if we can do it one more. No, we've reached the daily limit, and you can spend a bit of gold, 100 gold, to take that off and keep grinding the autoplay. So I only suggest using the autoplay if there's something you're really going for. So I think I've covered everything, the basics. I'm trying to not make this video too long, but I know it's going to be quite long because it's an introduction to the game. A lot of you might not be able to get hold of it because of like making accounts and stuff. But we're going to go over to the objectives. We're going to collect that because we completed a Raw story. Have we got any achievements? Yes, let's collect all of them. Got some more cash and experience and some gold. And then we're going to go over to the roster and we're going to draft ourselves some superstars to finish off the video. So we're going to start off with a SmackDown. We have 140 tickets. It costs 100, so let's do it. Let's see who we get. Hopefully it's a new superstar and not some tickets. Let's have a look. Or when I say tickets or tokens, I mean that you have to go back into the superstars dead quickly after this advert. I'll show you what I mean, because it's not like Mayhem, I guess you could compare it to, where you get a superstar and you've got to slowly get shards. Kind of like Tapmania, I guess, is probably a thing to compare it to. So I won't show you now because I think I explained it pretty damn well. So we're going to go draft superstars. We're going to go to the SmackDown draft and we're going to buy. Let's see what we get. We get 11 Baron Corbins. I don't think that's enough to unlock him, but we'll take it. We're going to go over to the Raw and we're going to get a Raw one as well. Here we go. Come on, give me someone. We get 11 Sin Cara. Man, that's a bit of a botch. So let's see if we actually unlocked those. So if we go over to roster, superstars, I think we did. Yes, we unlocked Sin Cara, so we can activate him for 100 cash. We got plenty of cash, so we're going to use it, which is nice. It's got nice overall, not bad. That's another Raw superstar to the mix. And we didn't have enough for Baron Corbin, and we nearly got for Dolph Ziggler. So yeah, let's see what Sin Cara's alliances are. Lucha Dragons with Kalisto, of course. So yeah, that's a pretty good overview of the game. As you can see, Cesaro has a green plus, so we are going to give him the bench press 2 that we got, which gives us a counter resilience, which means we'll have more defense against an enemy's counter. Did we get anyone else? Because Xavier Woods can equip these knee pads. We'll do it for a bit more of a boost. Because we're level 13, we can sink some more experience into Cesaro, because you can only level up your superstars to the same level that your overall level is. So I'm level 13, so I can only get Cesaro up to level 13. To raise the star level, I believe... How would you raise... I don't know how to raise the star level yet, but as soon as I find out, I'll make a video about it. But there you go, a nice little overview of the game. At the moment, I like it, because I like going into all the individual stats. I don't like just having attack, defense and speed, or something like that in a game like this. This is a very complex game where you can look at all the stats and level what you want to level. So at the moment it gets a thumbs up from me, and if you give me a thumbs up, I'll continue to make WWE Universe videos for you guys. And until next time guys, I'll catch you, that's you, on the flip side.